10 shocking reasons why Idaho is ... Hey, Dave Edwards, Treasure Valley Dave here. And there's always these stories about the 10 best, the 10 worst, the 5 things you need to know about. Well, this isn't going to be a whole lot different from that, but this one is more like a review. So our buddy Kevin Miller, he put together this article, and I just came across it, and I thought it was kind of entertaining. So let's just have a little bit of a light day, a little bit of entertainment, and see what's going on over here. So 10 reasons why Idaho is superior to New York City. Isn't that where they make the salsa? I don't know. But so anyway, apparently there's 10 reasons, and Kevin Miller's going to go through these, and I'd like to know what you think. Is he right? And do you see any parallels with where you are, say, in California, Oregon, Washington, places like that? Or maybe the new Southern California that they call Phoenix? I'm not sure, but anyway, so check out these 10 reasons why Idaho is superior to New York City. All right, so what do we got? New York City has hot dog stands. Well, Idaho has food trucks. Boy, ain't that the truth. So what else about New York City? New York City has giant signs, and Idaho has a welcome sign. You can see it's well-loved, huh? That's pretty cool. What else about New York City? Oh, New York City is crowded. Yeah, I understand that's true. And Idaho is not crowded. That's true too. All right, I'll agree with you on that one, Kevin Miller. What do we have this one over here? New York City has Hare Krishnas. Okay. I suppose with that many people, you got just about something from everybody represented there. And what do we have here? Idaho Has Cowboys. Yep, that's true. New York City has costumed characters. Well, I'm sure they've got a lot of characters there. And what do we have here? Idahoans do not dress up as superheroes. You've probably heard me say this before. Not all superheroes wear capes. Case in point, just about most everybody in Idaho. What else is on this list? New York City people are not friendly. Well, I say that's probably, I think you have to look at that because they say California people aren't friendly too, but the ones that have moved here are just like the most friendly people you'd ever want to meet in your entire life. You wonder where were you in California when I was there? Well, you know what? Maybe California, maybe it's like this in New York, is you're just so on guard. Your cortisol is through the roof. You're so stressed out. You don't dare be vulnerable enough to be friendly to somebody. It's not like that. Here in Idaho, Idahoans are very friendly. Yes, we are. Even if it's Californians that moved up here, they were still Idahoans at heart. All right, what else do we have to check out? New York City has strange cars on the road. Well, and they're on the road because you can't find a place to park. Idahoans drive big trucks. That's true. Shout out to my buddy Sylvia. She's a little tiny lady in a great big truck. I know this is true. What else? New York City has too much traffic, and Idaho has no traffic. Okay, we have a skosh amount in the mornings during rush hour and maybe going home at night. Your experience in New York City or Sacramento or San Francisco or on the 405 or whatever, Idaho has no traffic. New York people smoke weed.
I never heard the music so sweet. I repeat, it's the art.
Well, I'm sure that's true. And Idaho people don't smoke weed. Well, I don't know. I hear there's a lot of people that scurry across the border to Oregon where weed is legal. And I guess there's a lot of Idaho license plates in those parking lots. But our governor, Brad Little, doesn't want weed in the state. So I don't see that becoming a thing here. And number 10 is New York City has strange chips. Although I won't say they look bad. But avocado is brain food, right? I've got some on back order. Idaho, what do we got? We got Idaho potato chips. Yes, we do. And they're pretty darn good. So that was 10 things better about Idaho than New York City. And just for a bonus, I saw this next article here. All these silly questions people ask about Idaho who don't live here or maybe have never been here. I bet it's impossible to drive up there with all the mountains and the snow, right? Is that what you guys are finding here in the Treasure Valley? I bet it's cold, super cold. How cold is it all the way up there? Doesn't get that cold. Certainly doesn't get as cold as it does, say, in North Texas. And that's a southern border state. We're a northern border state. We've all heard this one before. Hey, how you been? How's Iowa? Idaho, Iowa. People have no clue. So it's like all the farms and stuff. Is there anything even to do there? I got to tell you what, maybe Let's just keep all the fun stuff we have up here a secret and say, no, nothing to see here. Move along. Dude, I bet you eat so many potatoes. Are you tired of potatoes? Wow. Yep, we do got potatoes here. There's no doubt about that. So do you need tire chains for all the snow? Tire chains. Nope. I mean, if you're going up to Idaho City in January, maybe. But down here in the valley, in the flatlands, around Boise, Nampa, no snow in Nampa. Certainly not enough to warrant tire chains. So anyway, that was our quick look at 10 shocking reasons why Idaho is superior to New York City. Yeah, I'm going to throw in maybe some parts of California, Oregon, Washington as well. Hey, so if you like this video, please go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. That means so much. I really appreciate that. And go to our website, www.treasurevalleydave.com. Great resources there. Just go check it out. If you're wanting to come up to Idaho to find out if we really are better than New York City, hey, give us a call. We'll be glad to help you however we can. Let's go out and have lunch, something like that. Well, as always, hey, this is Treasure Valley Dave, looking forward to helping you get home.